though.
All right. Yes. I would clap for me too. Hashtag. Happy Thursday, everyone. So on Wednesday, the Secret Service removed a child from the White House lawn after he slipped through a fence. Crap, did I have another one? Said one. Wow, you didn't like that one, huh? Your loss. Chinese researchers reporting a successful kidney transplant from a pig to a brain-dead human. Here's the human. Here's the pig. 1-2 punch. I feel like we should go back to the Musk joke and do that one again. At the Doge hearing on funding PBS, Democrat Greg Cesar asked if Miss Piggy has ever been caught trying to funnel billions in government contracts to herself and her companies. Viewers were offended he would use such a slur against Stacey Abrams. She has a name. Jasmine Crockett still claims she wasn't mocking disabled Texas Governor Greg by calling him Hot Wheels. Yeah, and we didn't mean to mock mentally challenged dogs when we called her a stupid bitch. 5'2", 450-pound man rammed his ATV into multiple Tesla vehicles. No one can still figure out why Alvin Bragg wasn't taking his usual car to work. With Major League Baseball kicking off this week, fans of the Oakland Athletics were surprised to see they're now just called the Athletics. See, in California, everyone is homeless. UK radio stations have censored the word yellow from a 1997 song by the Spice Girls for fears it might sound racist. But they reassured fans that they could still call the black girl scary.
Good morning. How are y'all?
Non-monogamous relationships are just
as walking the dog
as monogamous ones. Here's the lead
walk
researcher
the dog,
from that study.
Walk the dog.
And finally, radicals at Columbia University are handing out instructions on how to clog university toilets with cement. Seems like there's an easy to do that. Just call this guy.
Good morning, guinea pigs.
Despite the media's theatrical hysteria over Signalgate, America seems way more interested in stuff that's actually happening that's making their lives better. Because by any metric, like, say, number of Houthi rebels without heads, Donald Trump is killing it. And when I say killing it, I include the media. Because Trump is paying about as much attention to them as he is to that Tim at 4 a.m. last night. Guess I shaved my back for nothing. So while the Dems cream in their culottes, here's a heavily prepared response.
We've pretty much looked into it.
Yeah,
It's
where do you
pretty
feel about
simple,
food?
to be honest. It's not, it's just something that can happen. You can even prepare for it. It can happen. Sometimes people are hooked in and you don't know they're hooked in. It's not a perfect technology. There is no perfect technology.
See? That's the real story. But without the layers of theater that the media applies to it. Because if you think the actual story is huge, you must think Dana Perino shops at Lane Bryant. This is not a national security story, it's a media story. Because the legacy media can't lay a finger on this guy. They can't dirty him up like last time because rendered them irrelevant. They can't manifest a scandal anymore when more people are watching A-Team reruns than CNN. While the White House press corps were wetting themselves over Signal, Trump's actually out there getting done that affects our lives.
Good morning, Mama Ray.
Arresting illegals, keeping Leah Thomas's dog swimming. Yes.
You sleep really good.
Here's Trump at a Women's Day event actually having the nerve to say out loud what so-called feminists kept to themselves.
On day one, I made the official policy
What's
of
up,
the United
Knowledge?
States government that only two genders, male and female. No matter how
What
many
they do?
surgeries you have or chemicals you inject, if you're born with male DNA of your body, you can never become a woman. You're not going to be a woman.
Well, I guess that means I bought that lacy sports bra for nothing. Trump also signed an executive order to protect our elections from illegal voting and mysterious dumps of thousands of ballots after the deadline. So from now on, if a state takes a month to count their ballots, it'll be because they hired women.
Oh, sexist would say.
Terrible. Then Trump decided to hit reset on
Yes,
global
I
trade, which
did.
means soon I won't be
Thanks.
able to throw hot tea at my
Beautiful
writers
morning.
without hitting a
Yeah,
tea
it is.
factory.
A little
Trump
chilly,
also declassified all
but
documents relative to the bogus Crossfire
I can deal with it.
investigation. So the chickens are coming home to roost. No wonder egg prices are coming down. So in mere weeks, Trump's done more than Biden did in his lifetime. It was considered a good day if Joe could locate the hole for the straw in his juice box. But Trump's never been so popular, and that's because he's a man of action, not a man of traction. Which is why the media is constantly playing catch-up. Really can't keep up with him. When he's working on ceasefires in Ukraine, they're still pining over criminals. So as the Democrat media complex sinks, they look to the Signal story as a life preserver. And they're going to beat it to death like Jasmine Crockett does basic grammar.
I'm getting my booty dressed.
But it's this tunnel
G-turns,
vision
cleaning,
that has them
getting
less
ready for the
relevant than an
weekend.
exercise segment on The View.
That's the way to be.
You can manufacture all the outrage you want, but it's a big circle jerk. They're the jerks.
That's the way
Their
to be.
concerns no longer mirror America's. That's because they were supposed to inform us, not try to control us. What the lefty media refuses to mention, that the operation was a total success. Hell, it was only by accident it fell into their laps anyway. And who hasn't added the wrong person to a group text? That's how I got that picture of Matt Lauer's penis. Showed what the Dems are incapable of.
It's a
Decisive
gappy morning.
action. Instead, they endlessly prattle over process. Hell, way back when, even Obama had the stones to hit bin Laden. And remember who told him not to? Yep, Obama gave him a glass of milk and told him to sit down, which is a terrible combination. Raymore and Flanagan had to replace the soiled chair. This is a great reminder of how the media only goes to work when it's about Republicans. Remember the fake laptop story, Crossfire Hurricane, COVID's origins, or the fact that Joe wasn't running the country?
You guys are
Those
cutting it
were
up
real
in there.
scandals, but these hacks were as quote, drunk peeing on a furry toilet seat cover. The Dems launched a coup and censored Americans,
What are you
and the
doing?
media yawned like they were watching
I
Fox
see
and
you.
Friends. They're not up.
I see you.
So look for the media to do all it can to keep this on life
Good
support.
morning, little guys.
But really, it's their own irrelevant jobs they're
Good
trying to
morning.
preserve. So don't toss them a lifeline.
Good
Let it
morning.
sink. Welcome, tonight's guest. She's the
guinea
reason
pigs are so
modern shows were
cute.
invented. Of America's newsroom and
Getting the
5 minute
greenhouse
window.
ready. That sounds like work.
His version of a Reuben sandwich
like work.
involves two guys at the gym. Host of the Reuben Report, Dave Rubin. He shaved his beard, but still looks weird. Writer and comedian Gino. And her fans went from TV to AARP. Host of the Kennedy Saves the World podcast, Kennedy.
They sound so cute. I don't know if you can hear them. Making little guinea pig sounds. Oh, I hear you.
Said at that woman's
The guinea
day
pig
thing,
sounds so
no
cute
one
right
could have
now.
Said, go or would have. You can't be a woman. Too bad.
Right.
No response. No media outrage.
So cute.
You know,
That's true. And
Yeah.
because, wow, that is true. And I'm so grateful he said
No,
it because
I'm not gonna have lots of babies.
one of those things that I think about when you think of Billie Jean King, for example,
Yes.
right? So she does the Battle of the Sexes. Okay, she makes a gazillion dollars. She writes books. She has TV contracts. She's got everything going for her, and she will not say what he just said.
Right.
Because she's afraid of what?
Exactly. What is she afraid of?
She's afraid of being canceled. I don't know if she agrees. I don't know, but really only Martina Navratilova is one of the only very successful women athletes to say anything.
I know.
And the other thing is, it's interesting, is
It's
that
weird
President Trump is
lurkers.
providing air for all sorts of things. And one of them is for the moms and dads of girls who cannot believe this is happening.
There were plenty yesterday,
sometimes you'll have
too.
somebody on our show on the pod. Well, but for college, for college maybe not, but for younger, no.
Yeah.
Do you know how much bigger men are, or boys are, than girls in junior high and high school? And the young woman who was at the First Lady's box at the President's Joint Session of Congress, she's the one who got hit in the head with the volleyball in high school. And her dreams changed, and her scholarship opportunities changed, and her life changed because of that.
Yeah.
So I give President Trump a lot of credit for that, and it's not very funny.
Today's the day. Today's the day. Today's the day. Going in the yard. I'm normally the person who the chat, plans the dates. Weirdly, yeah.
I mean,
Good
the
morning,
rave
Miss Gladys.
was a surprise.
I just wasn't ready to go home.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't either. By date 6, done every activity in the city.
Sorry, I hope my reception is still good.
But I am grateful that he does, because I think that a lot of liberals would like
Good morning,
to see this under the rug, and he's
Tracy.
not going to let them do that.
Exactly. Well put, Dana. You know, Dave,
Gappy morning.
that's great. I find it insulting how the media expects us to forget about all the big stories they covered up. We start screaming about something like Signal.
Thanks for
like,
being
oh,
here,
yeah,
guys.
We're supposed to listen to you. You know what I mean? Seriously, I have no patience.
No, and the whole thing, we've all done that. We've all been in a group chat or texted someone and added the wrong name. That chat that we have, the one with Lou Dom O'Reilly,
Yes.
where you sent your ass and then you said, no, that wasn't supposed to go to Bill.
Yeah.
There was that thing. Yes, the whole Biden administration was 4 years of a man with dementia and a woman who was hired because she was black and a woman who pulled an off coup on them. Everything about the administration was a scandal. I would add on the Women's History Month thing that I did consult with
Getting
Brock
some coffee
before the show
ready.
because I was preparing for the segment. And it turns out that boys have penises and girls have vaginas.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for that little science class, Dave. Kennedy, so much was covered in that fantastic monologue I just did.
It's really wonderful,
It
Brett.
really was wonderful.
They give out awards for those.
Yeah,
I really think
they
you
do.
stuffed off some shelf space.
Do you know what's funny? Well, you know what's funny? This is covering a poll.
It's good
on
to
how
see
Americans feel
everybody.
About the Signal story, and they think it's a big deal because they just were told it was a big deal by the press.
By them, yes. So it's logic.
Yeah.
And the problem is that people see through it because there's so many other places to get your news. You know, the New York Times is operating as though you have to wait for the hard copy of the New York Times to understand anything that has gone on in the world from the night before, and that's not exactly true. They're operating as though only 3 broadcast networks, and they have the nightly news at 6 p.m., and that's when you tune in. That is not the case. But what they're also trying to do, which I've been very resentful, is every time there's a story from the other side, the team that they would love to cancel, they try and convince you it is the worst thing that's ever happened.
Yeah.
Like the signal glitch, that is January 6th was horrible, but it's worse than that.
Yes, it's whatever is most recent is the worst.
Yeah, so Maxine Waters, you know, it's like the Border Patrol agents who were not whipping Haitian immigrants, she had the nard sack to say it was empty because she is a woman.
Yeah.
But she had a satchel to say that it was worse than slavery.
Yes.
So incredibly
Satchel.
offensive. So, you know,
That's a good word,
that's what they're trying to do.
satchel.
It is an absolute scam, but people have seen through it. And that's why you tell us, like, you know, this is awful. They're the worst. They're all incompetent. Everyone on that chat needs to resign. And then CNN has to point out, these are the highest ratings we've ever seen for people saying the country is on the right track.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want everyone to resign.
Yeah. Joe, you're having a rough time during Women's History Month because you hate women.
Yes. Yeah. I think Trump's right when he said that you could pump me through whatever kind of chemicals you want. I'll still never be a man.
Yeah.
I think it's so ironic that this supposed scandal is over something called Signal, because the only signal we were getting from Joe Biden is when it. No one cares, but I'll say this: if it happens again, Jeffrey Goldberg's out of the chat.
Yeah.
He's got to leave if it happens again. So yeah, it just shows you that they, like you said, they try to manufacture, not falling for it anymore.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna. I mean, look, it's a little embarrassing, but there was no sensitive information that was revealed, and there's too many other important things going on, and we're not going to fall for this stuff anymore.
Yeah, and there were no options for Hegseth at that. If something is time sensitive, 2 hours you're going to go bomb a place, you need to tell all 12 people, whatever. It's like, hey, you good? You can't get everybody in a room. You can't get on a phone and call each one. You go, hey, we got there. I still question how that guy, whatever's far.
Goldberg.
Yeah. The wrestler.
Good morning.
What are you doing there?
How did
he get out? Was he already on the phone? Was he a friend of Walt's?
Okay, but why wasn't Jeffrey Goldberg worried that there were other people, other bad actors on that chat? If he was so concerned that this was compromising national security as an American citizen, why didn't he stand up and say, hey, you guys, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm here. Stop what you're doing right now, because if I'm here, that means other people could be here, and that could be putting American lives at risk.
Yeah.
Screw that guy.
Before we go, come see me on tour with Shalou. I'll be in Knoxville, Tennessee, Spartanburg, South Carolina, Highland Heights, Kentucky, and Jacksonville, Florida. Go to ggodful.com for tickets. Up next, a CEO gets amnesia. No way! Hey, hey! It's video! She denied tweets, but Republicans brought receipts. Texas Congressman Brandon Gill, it's the one on the left, questioned CPR CEO Catherine Mayer, whatever, about all her past tweets hating on white people at a hearing over a network's funding. And it's fun. Hit it, Francis.
Do you believe that America is addicted to white supremacy?
I believe that I tweeted that, and as I said earlier, I believe much of my thinking has evolved over the last half decade.
It has evolved. Why did you tweet that?
I don't recall the exact context, sir, so I wouldn't be able to say.
Do you believe that America believes in black plunder and white democracy?
Black plunder? What is black plunder?
You tweeted that in reference to if you were reading it.
Good morning, Red Mama and Barbara. And of course, Mama Ray Lady.
Tweeted about it. You said you took a day off to fully read the case for reparations. You put that on Twitter in January of 2020.
I apologize, I don't recall that I did.
So she took a day off to read a book? I don't even let my staff have off for dialysis. It gets better.
You believe that white people inherently feel superior to other races?
I do not.
You tweeted something to that effect. Do you think that white people should pay reparations?
I've never said that, sir.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. You said it in January 2020.
You
You
did.
also promoted a book called In Defense of Looting. Do you think that that's an appropriate use of taxpayer dollars?
I'm unfamiliar with that book, sir.
You tweeted that you read that book.
You tweeted you read it. Were you lying?
So that she has to answer for NPR's obvious bias. She can't remember any of her tweets condemning white people, calling for reparations, or promoting.
Yeah, that's that NPR bitch.
That proves she must really think white people are stupid.
Good morning, Kit
To
Kat.
believe that bull. But even if she wasn't a self-hating nut job, we shouldn't be spending tax dollars on boring programming, whether it's NPR, PBS, or KFC. Here's something they should consider on All Things Considered.
Hello.
If people like
How
your
are you,
boring ass
Adrian?
programs, you wouldn't need
21
tax for them. And one thing about lefties, they never think their words will come back to haunt them. But at least her tweets are good for one thing, guaranteeing her the starring role in Snow White 2.
My mods will check out your channel and make sure you're not a kid.
On April
If you are a child, you will be hid from the channel.
3rd.
Feel me?
Dave, isn't she like the hood ornament for the affluent white female liberal, the awful? Like, I disown the group that I'm in, and that makes me better than everybody else.
I don't really see any need to ask any of us any questions right now. Do you have any more video of that? That's going to be funnier than anything we do. I mean, look, it's like he should have started just asking basic questions that she couldn't do. Are you wearing underwear?
Thank you,
Get through
Red
some of the
Mama.
stuff, but you're absolutely
Mama
right.
Red.
They should defund all. The government should not
T-Cat,
fund any
Wendy,
of this. Sesame
everybody.
Street, find a way to continue. Oscar the Grouch has to live in a garbage can. It would be okay. I really thought that was going to work better.
That was sympathy applause.
You understood the joke, right? Because he lives in
Yes.
You understood the joke, right?
Why do I let you write my jokes?
Look at it. We all here. We all out here,
She sound
people.
like
We
a
out
bot.
here.
Like it was all those tweets were contemporarily important at that point for a liberal.
I'm going to say something mean, and you are excluded from this statement.
Blonde.
She is a dumb
I was going to
blonde.
make the same joke.
But she's such a basic bitch.
Oh.
Like she's like, it's August 15th. I can't wait for pumpkin spice season. And it's like, she obviously hates black people.
Yeah.
Because she has no comprehension for these black authors. And she just virtue signals like, oh my God, I'm so busy and so important, but I'm literally taking the day off to read the separations because it's so important. And I'm going to tell you all about it. It's like, how was that? I have no idea. Never read it.
Never read it.
What a racist self-monkey.
Yeah, she really is. She's like a walking.
Hey, Lucky Me Linda. I was thinking about you yesterday, Lucky.
Yeah, empty.
Yeah, empty. She's
I was like, where's that girl at?
Yes. What say you? Do you think she's made a strong case?
I think it's a sad day for the NPR book club.
Yeah.
She didn't do the assignments. She blew it up. It's
that's awesome.
Caucasians like overeducated white women. Just the way they go on, even the Nation of Islam.
Oh, I knew there was a Rumble account. Oh, Rumble Island.
Nobody else does that. But the thing that cracks me up is you can delete old tweets. Go back and delete these tweets. I mean, it was
yesterday, and then when I got home, I didn't even bother to look at YouTube.
If you delete it, it clicks.
Yeah, I know Rumble's amazing.
That immediately saves it. So that's I remember reading about that. That like that's why you should delete it because then it alerts somebody that
you're up to no good.
Exactly.
Well,
or maybe I dreamt.
This isn't just for these annoying white women. Kamala still has the Jussie Smollett modern day lynching tweet up. Don't they know? You can go and you can delete these things. You cover. I guess
all the thunderstruck you want.
They just blurt these things out, and they never think there's going to be any accountability. And as we were just mentioning, following the monologue, that this doesn't anymore. You can't just run your mouth and have no one say to you. I mean, he did a fantastic job just getting back to her stuff.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I don't know who did that. I don't know where that came from.
Do you know that's actually a good point, Dana. That he, unlike a lot of these guys in these hearings, didn't grandstand.
Right.
No. There wasn't any emotion in what he was doing, and she must have had an inkling that this was going to happen, no?
Oh, I would think so. I mean, because when she was named the CEO issue back then, I felt like she'd taken, I've never taken a Xanax, but I felt like she'd taken it.
I'm going to have to
get through it because he's fantastic. And she basically made him a star.
Figure out how to make another account on there so I can come talk to y'all.
It's a pill that makes you less funny.
What's up, Shirka? 21 plus chat.
Now I know what you were snorting before the show.
I was just going to say that, remember Hillary Clinton when she had, she's supposed to be one of the smartest women in the world, right?
Yeah.
And then she gets on the hot seat and she can't recall anything.
Yeah.
She can't recall a single thing. Oh, yeah, she doesn't. And this one, she's like, oh, yeah.
My mods.
Like, being a liberal woman.
Will go to your channel and make you not a child. And if you are a child, hide you from this channel. It's a 81 plus. It's 21 plus.
Means having to pretend you're stupid.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah. And that really bothers me.
You've got to put that in your grade point and all.
They think it's that main character syndrome where women like this,
shit, you want something really funny? Red Mama. That Wendy song. Mama, I went into work yesterday and I was telling Courtney about what we were talking about. You know what she said to me? She said, wait, I thought only men got that. And I was like, you know, that's what Red Mama, damn it, said. So she was very to hear that we need those too. Not to start the conversation back up again. You're removing everyone? I thought it was a boy thing. 81 plus. I know, Kit Kat. I don't. Dyslexia can be very embarrassing sometimes.
Oh, if on the bus with Rose.
That's what she thought too. That's what she said.
Parks. Yeah, you would have stood up and given her your seat so you could make a speech about how you on behalf of her.
Yeah. All right. Up next, home shows gangbangers who's boss.
I'm innocent. You are. You're innocent.
If you'll be
No. Okay, proof of life, yes, but we don't need spa to encourage another
Gnome brings some
torture
glamour to an El
conversation.
Salvador slammer. DHS Secretary Kristi Gnome visited El Salvador's mega prison, faced with hundreds of imprisoned violent gang members deported by the Trump administration. Roll it, Norma.
First of all, I want to thank El
Roll it, Norma.
for their partnership with the United States of America to bring our terrorists here and to incarcerate them consequences for the violence that they have perpetuated in our communities. I also want everybody to know, if you come to our country illegally, this is one of the consequences.
Oh, lucky me, Linda.
First of all, do not come to our country illegally.
Continue prayers of poor.
But know that this facility is one of the tools in our toolkit that we will use if you commit.
Oh my God.
Look at that, huh?
I hate it so much. I hate it so much, Lucky.
I used to dance during Fleet Week. That's ballsy and quite a change from the left's
dear God,
reckless
help us all.
complacency for violent crime. Usually when they see a criminal with a shaved head, they put him in charge of nuclear
I will
waste.
continue to pray. We all will continue to pray.
And consider how most liberals wish to present criminals to the public. It's in a courtroom. Hardened thugs now made over as gentle defendants and freshly purchased button-down shirts.
This life is not for the weak.
And with makeup applied over their teardrop tattoos. Suddenly the gangbang, an honor student, a dreamer with a sick grandmother, and a love for teaching at-risk youth how to hotwire cars. Republicans don't play that. They showed you criminals.
Like I said, I was just thinking about you yesterday when I didn't see you come in. And this morning, and I was like, where is she? And then you come in and, you know, thank God.
And unlike the way thugs are treated in the United States, the only luxury hotel these gangers are heading for is in El Salvador. What do you say to that, Kennedy, huh? Wasn't that great? Oh, by the way, let's talk about the those gangbangers that were in there. Now they have something in their memory bank. Like when they're lonely, like you know, they were like going, "This is amazing."
So I'm glad you.
Who's this hot broad?
Yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out because this is a two. I mean, number one, we only see her from the front.
Yeah, I pray hard. I pray hard for mercy.
Guys in their underwears, they're desperate, they're miserable, they're beaten down, their souls have been dragged from their bodies. They have nothing to live for. They're covered in tattoos head to toe, and then she comes in, and you know we see her from the front. She's beautiful.
Your puppy hasn't woken up yet, so you're on you time. That's adorable. What's up, Diddy? 21 plus chat. And you come in here like a child. You look like a child to me. But don't worry, my mods will check your channel out. See what you are. Yeah, it's good when the puppies let you. 6 is still feisty. That's funny. Red Mama, we don't time out, we hide. But thank y'all. Yeah, we hide people. No Diddy here. There are no chances around here. Nobody gets a shot. Hey, maybe that's mean of me, but look at my really awesome chat room. I don't know y'all. You might have a you problem if you love me. So there's that. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have options around here. You go away. She is crate trained at night, so it's nice to have me time. Yes. I have 2 that go up for the night. It's highly fun. Oh boy, we must be on vertical, and that's what getting all these freaks in. I apologize, mods. Potassium. That's funny. I did. Yay! Fast clap.
She's self-assured, confident, put together, and she was assless chap.
Yeah, we don't. There's no second chances around here.
She's just teasing them, and then they have to go back into themselves and, you know,
he came in under another one
with light sticks. But she whispered to them, "If you come back into our country, I'll pretend you're my dog."
I'll pretend you're my dog. Oh shit.
They're gonna have to do a fact
check
be a
on
furry.
the
assless chaps. You know what's great, Joe, is that message was
damn, sweetheart, you're gonna burn a lot of channels here. That's not.
We're here.
But now that song is in my head. Vanilla ice, ice baby. Bum 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 ba-dum bum. Oh, it's gonna be in my head all day now. Fuck.
Still here that haven't deported themselves. Right. It's like, oh wow, I want to go there. It was brilliant.
Dun 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 dun.
You know,
dun 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 dun.
Never see a woman again. If they weren't hardened criminals before, they are now.
Damn it! Stop, collaborate, and listen. Ice is down with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. I can't. Stop it. Stop. No.
Teardrop tattoo. That's a real tear.
Why did he have to do that? Fuck.
I think it's really wild that it shows you like
on the earth.
Administration is not doing half measures. It's saying, okay, you want to play around? We're not going to let you off easy to go out and commit more crimes. We're going to send you to a cage, and you're going to be treated like the subhuman you chose to be. So have fun, because
I don't need that shit in my head all day. That's the problem.
It's just like it's the way it should be. Same as like Trump saying, you know, that stuff about who's a woman.
I'm in my house.
It's the way it should be, and he's hammer's coming down hard.
I'm on the earth.
Metaphor,
Planet Earth.
It is interesting. It's like I think I said this on the
planet Earth of the Milky Way constellation.
5. Who knows? It's so hard days to remember things, but it's like, you know, the Dems would never do this. Instead, they let the Republicans do it, and then they complain about how it's done. It's like, well, maybe you should have done something that was more humane. Have them live in your house.
It's also like
Martians.
To do this.
Yes.
Oh no.
What she wanted to do? No, because you let all the people into our country.
Reptilians.
Oh no. To the American people, if you vote for me, I'll get them out, and then they are proving that they can do that. And I honestly, Kamala Harris is taken to her bed. Where is she?
Mars attacks. Yeah. Mars attacks.
Oh no. Defend this. They have Chuck Schumer, like, been in office since 1974 as the face of their party, and we've got Kristi Noem.
What did?
It's like not a fair fight.
What did?
I'm
scared. What did Kamala say about when she went to go look at immigration? She went on a fact. What?
Don't come.
Fact-finding check.
Fact-finding tour.
A fact-finding tour, and then basically she didn't go to the border.
No, she didn't. It's night and day, Ruben.
Well, first off, somebody has to make the "don't come" joke.
No, I remember they did come to the border, but they cleaned up the little area to visit. I remember that shit distinctly.
Moon, Alice. That was very brave. Very
listen,
ballsy,
Linda.
You know? That, by the way, was not
Pow,
meant to be
straight
what
to
it
the
was.
moon.
I mean that.
That was one breast political.
Lord of mercy.
All right, we're out of this tacky and disgusting segment.
Disgusting.
Coming up, office shenanigans
Yeah,
or
planet
dirty
of the Milky Way constellation. This is where I live.
If you'll be
listening. That's funny. Oh, man. I was getting yelled at yesterday because I didn't believe that I was going to have, you know, booty hole procedures. And somebody got upset with me. Was it you, Kit Kat? And went, listen, Linda, you too. Who said that? Somebody said that yesterday. Yeah, the booty hole procedures. Yeah. And she was like, listen, Linda. It was you. It was you. Yeah, see? It's like, listen to you too. And that's how that got brought up. Linda. That's funny. That's when I started missing you. I was like, where is Linda? Anyway. Oh my goodness. 18 people, 18 likes. I love that. That is so satisfying to my brain. Even Stevens. We're on a commercial and it's loud. Yeah, it's beautiful. Even Stevens, I love that. It like releases endorphins in my brain when that happens. And look at these butthurt trolls. Butthurt babies. Can't help yourself. Oh my God. What is wrong with you? Do you really hate me that much? You're going to take away a like just to get what? Get my goat? What is that? Why are people like that?
The breast political stunts.
What's wrong with you?
All right, we're out of this tacky and disgusting.
Look at you,
segment.
you nasty.
Coming up, office shenanigans or deeds.
You nasty?
Will be a story in 5
Red
words.
Mama's laughing at me. Mama, yes, Saturday night, Sunday, severe storms. Yikes.
Fun-loving scamp. Joe, you're gonna love this story.
Yeah,
New
we're
Jersey
supposed to have a
police
pretty
chief
weekend too.
Is accused of
Pooping on the
harassing
floor.
coworkers by spiking their coffee with Adderall and Viagra, decking on the floor, even stabbing one officer's genitals with a hypodermic needle. He snuck hot peppers into coworkers' food. He sent sex toys and gay pride flags to their homes, and he shaved his body hair over their stuff. He also made racist remarks.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What the fuck did I just hear? New Jersey police chief is accused of all this shit right here.
Chief is accused of harassing coworkers by spiking their coffee with Adderall and Viagra, defecating floor, even stabbing one officer's genitals with a hypodermic needle. He
stabbed someone's genitals with a hypodermic needle, and he's a police chief? You're kidding. You gotta be kidding me.
Snuck hot peppers into coworkers' food. He sent sex toys and gay pride flags to their homes.
Yeah,
and
ow.
he shaved his body hair over their stuff. He also
shaved his body hair over their What the actual fuck?
Is he just a fun-loving? Is he a hero or a zero?
Well, this made me way too considerate of my coworker.
Yes.
After hearing this, I don't want to hear any complaints.
No,
that I eat
it's not
sardines at my
teasing.
desk for lunch.
I just saw a picture.
This guy, the amazing thing is he was only the chief for a year. So, did he
Of
get, he's like, oh,
him.
finally.
Okay, let me show you.
What's up with this guy? Is he just a fun-loving? Is he a hero? Zero.
Well, this made me realize I'm way
Shaving
too considerate
himself.
of my coworker.
Yes.
Over a coworker's desk.
After hearing this, I don't want to hear any complaints that I eat sardines at my desk for lunch and it has a weird, like...
I don't think that's...
He was only the chief for a year. So, did he get He's like, oh, I got the promotion. Now I can poison my coworkers in the trash can. Right?
Putting Adderall in coffee.
What do his yearly reviews say? Well, your paperwork is immaculate, but this other stuff.
Nobody.
He gets a C in conduct. Okay, so despite these allegations, Dave, the North Bergen support police chief, but it seems like these are just too outrageous to make up.
Did you say he put Adderall and Viagra in their coffee?
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be completely ridiculous.
They're all drinking their coffee now. Thank you, QSW. That one went over my head.
Those two.
I don't know.
Should I find out?
Yes.
Aspirin.
Oh, shit.
What's in my coffee? Well, this is meant for Juan Williams. A good friend, Juan Williams, just spiked my coffee.
Dana, a group of cops are preparing to sue the chief and the town of North Bergen, alleging, could you believe this, a toxic workplace.
Oh, God.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally toxic. This gives me feelings that, you know how we eavesdrop on each other's conversations in the green, in the 5? We gotta up our game.
I know.
Judge Janine coming for you.
I can't
Spots.
believe Joe's right.
That's
He's only
funny,
over a year.
Mama Red.
And then he did. Could you imagine what? Wow, what a resume, Kennedy. You know how they have, if you're at work, insurance covers like rehab for if you have a drug addiction, gambling addiction, alcohol addiction. There's no rehab.
I took my job here.
But yes, there's no rehab thinking, and this man needs help.
This man needs
He
help.
needs help coming up with even more pranks. I think he sounds fun. I don't think it would to be one of his underlings if he was targeting you. I think it would be super fun to be his favorite neighbor when he would come home and tell you all the ways he's with the rookies. Because if you talk to any cops, they will tell you the movie Super Troopers is a documentary.
Yes.
There is no profession that screws around more than cops. So I think
Wouldn't it have
this
been
is very
funny?
on brand.
Wouldn't it have
Yeah,
been funny
I don't
if
think
Christy Noman had
that
to
is
be outside?
funny.
I'd pay $8
Probably
for
lying
that.
back reading the New York Post going, damn
How are they
missed
just
opportunity.
breezing past the point of somebody getting a needle in their genitals? How does that? That'd be the first thing out of my mouth.
I like how the last thing they mentioned is making racist remarks.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's like ending on like, and then he put a kick me sign on my head.
all right, up next, a tubby.
Like, they
Tesla
didn't even
vandal.
talk about it, yo. They didn't even talk about the needle in the genitals. I wouldn't have been able to stop talking about that. Oh, shit.
Motorized menace rams a Tesla. Look at that, huh?
Oh,
Isn't that a
shit.
beauty?
You guys, you gotta see this.
All right, up next, a tubby Tesla vandal. Motorized menace rams a Tesla. Look at that, huh? Isn't that a beauty, Dana? Boom! 33-year-old DeMarquayan Cox, he was charged with felony criminal mischief after he was caught on camera ramming his ATV into a parked Tesla in Texarkana,
It said,
Texas
Bill.
on Tuesday. He also suspected of carving the name Elon
Bill.
into two other vehicles after this ramming incident.
That's so funny.
Is this guy the front runner for the Democrat Party 2020?
Jasmine Crockett is having him over. Actually, I think Christy Noem should take
That
him to
was
El
funny.
Salvador. Epic.
Yeah, that is true. He does need a little Ozempic there. Dave,
Yeah, he's going to be that
He
big.
might have some, problems, mental. They're going to say he's
Greg, I don't want to fact check
None
you
of
on
your
your own show, but what
business.
did you say his name was again?
DeMarquayan.
That Stacey Abrams?
Is your mom watching?
Kennedy, should we give him some credit for creativity? This is the first time we've
That's
seen a little
what the fuck
ATV on a Tesla. I like he's got that big bottle of gas in
What are you
front.
wearing?
That's got to be
Your soul.
That's got to be safe.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Isn't it weird how programmable?
I think that's his diagnosis.
Yeah. But I mean, no, isn't it weird how programmable these people are? These these ground troops for I said it today on the pod. It's like a group version of a candidate. You say something, everybody does it.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel bad for the guy because he's so dumb. He
I'm
takes
wearing
what
your
Maxine
soul.
Waters and AOC.
What is wrong with
seriously.
people?
Like, you know, and that's
Shock
why it's
value.
so dangerous because when you give mercy to
They want a
people,
reaction.
They're going to do stuff like this because he doesn't have a car. Like he's got the means that he's got. He's going to give himself. He's concussing himself.
It's a shock value.
Booby. Yeah. And now he's probably going to land in prison unless he's got one of those George Soros DAs.
Yeah.
He'll probably get promoted to City Hall.
Yep.
But they're also fucking stupid. They don't realize all they have to do is go to my channel and they can see what I look like and all my beautiful animals and plants and lovely life. But no, they want to sit on here and be a loser. Yeah, your reaction is bye-bye. I thought she wanted to know it was on TV. Everybody knows what it is.
He did come with his own airbag.
How can you miss Gutfeld's voice? Everybody knows Gutfeld's voice.
Joe, it's kind of sad and weird that these people are doing this. It's like, I mean,
too early for that shit.
I'm not gonna put a
Amen.
butt after it. I'm just sad that there's some people that hear a dog whistle and
oh, look at me, Linda.
Well, I have to correct Kennedy. He's not
You have a
taking
great
March-
day too, and I want to send up a little prayer. Your concerns, and I love you very much, and may the Lord place His healing hands in Jesus' name. I pray. Everybody say prayers for Lucky Me Linda and hope her to have a wonderful day. Yes, Wendy. Yes, a wonderful day. Yes.
Orders from anybody.
Prayers up, prayer warriors.
TV doesn't mean ate the vegetables in his case. You're right that like they don't know who Elon Musk is. Someone who's
I got some
repeatedly
pretty
smashing their
powerful
own into
soldiers in here.
into a vehicle is not someone who's thinking clearly. I think he should be punished for it though. I think he should be sentenced to hard labor, like trying to tie his shoes. But the best part was he tried to say it wasn't him, it was else. Like, oh, we need to put him in a lineup between Fat Albert and Shamu.
Yeah, they're having a hard time getting others for that
guinea pigs are a
lineup.
mess.
They'll do a casting call. Oh my goodness.
Casting call.
Yep. All these people just doing because they're
Avon Collins.
It's scary. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Tim Kelly. Oh God, that got loud. Woo, that got really loud all of a sudden. Sorry for your eardrums, earphone people. Hopefully you're not listening with earphones with me, because I mouth. There's Lefty's losing it. Here we go. Lefty's losing it for the last 13 minutes.
The Infiniti QX60. Comfort redefined, luxury
Bye, Barbara. I love you so much. Have an amazing day. Lefty's losing it. Bye,
Good evening, and welcome to a program devoted entirely to Lefty's losing it. Let's start, Lefties, with the tragic fall of Bill Burr, a comedian who was hilarious, unashamedly politically incorrect, and not scared to take on the left's groupthink. But sadly, a lefty wife and a severe case of TDS, well, it's reduced Bill Burr to a sad joke, a very unfunny sad joke.
Yeah, Bill Burr has gone with
you. Yes, The View. Here he had a golden opportunity to poke fun at these crazy, hysterical women, but instead he's joined and is railing against Elon Musk.
These tech nerds that want to build bots because they don't know how to talk to hot women they're gonna take over the world. They're gonna take over. They are literally gonna replace us. We're like big now, and they're coming out with like the BC. And I think Elon has got the rockets going.
Yeah, he lost it for
other
sure.
Earths out there, and they're gonna trash this one, and because they don't have any concern for it, and they're gonna move on to the next.
Sure that a billionaire with at least 7 baby mamas that we know of, any issues talking to hot women, he should probably be talking to less. But great call there, Bill Burr. Remember when you were funny? I do.
Remember when you...
Male subsidized league. We gave you a league. You showed up. Where are all the feminists? You failed them. Not me. Not men. Women failed the WNBA. Ladies, name your top 5 all-time WNBA players of all. Come on. That's it. Name 5 WNBA teams. Name the WNBA team in your city. You can't do it.
Yep, WNBA and body positivity were favourite topics, and it was always funny.
Ladies, if you could just support the WNBA the way you support a fat chick that's proud of her body and is no longer a threat to you, that league would be doing better numbers than the NBA. Oh my God, that's one of the saddest things I've ever seen. Oh my God, you're a goddess. You're gorgeous. You look great. I'd kill myself if I looked like that. You saw an alcoholic.
I would kill myself if I looked like that.
Look at you. He's down, passed out. Your kids are crying. You're a hero. You're a god. Keep doing what you're doing.
But now Bill Burr is just Lefty losing it, cheering on a murderer and railing against capitalism.
Some corporate had to give himself a bonus check at the end of the year. What if we made it worse, but made it look the same? Yeah. And could our pools be bigger? Free Luigi!
Where did the laughs go, Bill? Where did they go? But I've got to say, Bill Burr still has some ways to go to rival Rosie O'Donnell in the Loopy Stakes. From fleeing the US for Ireland, Rosie is now engaging in dangerous democracy denial and trying to start a conspiracy theory about the swing states and Elon Musk's influence.
I question why time in American history a president has won every swing state. And also best friends and his largest donor was a man who owns and runs the internet. So I would hope that that would be investigated, see whether or not it was an anomaly or something else that happened on election night in America when Kamala Harris was filling up stadiums with people who supported her, and Donald Trump was not able to do that. So it's curious to me. And as an American and a believer in democracy, I would hope that we would be able to
but he doesn't own the internet. If anybody owns the internet, Google does.
You must have missed when Elon Musk owned and ran.
Exactly.
What is she on about? And you won't be shocked to learn that her circle is very small and very insular.
How do you think America has changed in the months since he's been elected?
Well, if you any Americans, they're all in shock, or at least the ones that I know. I don't really have many people in my life that support him. I don't really understand how people could support convicted.
Let's go from Ireland to Britain now and hear from the UK Delegate United Nations Commission on the Status of Women.
I'm actually going to be talking to you about my nipples.
Yeah, well, stupid is, consequential, isn't it?
Quite a journey. Soon after starting HRT, my nipples became quite scandalous.
This next clip, delicious. It's got my favourite ingredient, a big fat dose of karma. Watch here as some deranged Karen accosts a man on the New York subway for the crime of wearing a MAGA cap. She felt him to be a nasty bully. After all, she's in deep blue New York. But listen as others in the carriage tell her to back off. And they also tell her that people like her are the reason why Trump won. Enjoy.
This is a lady that got her face planted for trying to take a little boy's hat. If you voted for Trump, you're a racist.
And the best bit is about to come because this hating loser is about to land flat on her face.
I hope you enjoy the hat.
He turned the burners on, baby.
Can you believe that?
He turned the burners on, bitch, boy. He turned the burners on. He was like, see ya. This is so funny.
Their approval rating is under 30%, 20s, and the party is now being taken over by the looniest, far radical commies to ever be elected to public office in the United States. Among them is this charmer from the great state of Texas. Let's listen to how Aaron Crockett used to sound.
No one could have told me that when I went down to Austin, now it looks like a little bit over a year ago, that I would be running for Congress. It's not what my plan was.
What a nice girl, but marvel the accent switch, or code switch, as the kids call it.
The kids that want to play the sports, Lord have mercy, that is the biggest issue that we had. Since when? Since when? Find the little trans child in life. Like, I mean, I'm just like...
Talk about Kamala 2.0, God forbid. And now that she's adopted this ghetto persona, despite her private school education, including at the very expensive, very exclusive Rhodes College, Jasmine
she went to Rhodes.
Of inciting violence.
On March 29th, my birthday. And all I want to see happen on my birthday is for Elon to be taken down. Yes.
What a nice girl. And here she talks about a bunch of opponents, including Ted Cruz.
Planet Earth, relation Milky Way.
You okay with punching? But, like, it's Ted Cruz. I mean, like, this dude has to be knocked over the head, like, hard, right? Like, no niceties with him. Like, at all. Like, you go clean off on him, right?
Yes, the modern Democrats,
Milky Way
the
universe.
party of neo-Marxists like AOC and Bernie Sanders, they're leading the party right now, leading them straight to hell.
This isn't just about Republicans either. We need a Democratic Party that fights harder for us too.
Hey, Mama V.
A message for Mr. Trump. And that is, we will not allow you to move this country into an oligarchy.
No wonder Gavin Newsom will relaunch himself as a moderate, not the far-left governor of California. But he's got a fair bit of baggage. Even CNN.
Oh, yes, I do see it.
As,
3 minutes,
that
yes.
No one in his office would use the Latinxes, I like to say, except, well...
We always only get halfway through Lefty's losing it. One full of Greg Gutfeld and halfway through Lefty's losing it. Oh my God, spinning in right when I'm shutting down. I hope your wife is feeling, you know, blessed. I don't know what to say better. You know, I don't know how to approach it, but there is him spas. You have a good day. Faluzi. All right. Spa. Good morning. Have a great day. I gotta shake my tail before I get to work. I'm glad to see you here, though, Spa. Somebody was asking for proof of life. I don't remember who it was. But I love y'all. Kit Kat, Mama Red Mama, Spa. All you beautiful peoples. I love you guys. Bye. Wendy. Oh, my goodness. Wendy here. You survived. Thank God, Spa. Wendy, I love you. Mwah.